Hi folks, how y'all doing? Welcome back, Old Man in the Land of Grills. And you read the description. Yeah, a lot of people have asked. Kamado Joe, Kettle Joe, they've got that slow roller option right there. And it fits the Weber 22 inch. Now they're saying that they are gonna eventually sell these. They're not selling them separately right now, but we're gonna put it on a Weber kettle today. And we're gonna, is it really worth it? Is it, is this an accessory that you need for your Weber kettle? Let's find out. All right, so let's take a look at the Weber. Now, this is my one Weber kettle that I think I've done almost every mod that I've ever done. And right away, it's got the leg extensions on it. I'm gonna leave the link down below. This is super simple to do. If you wanna take a normal Weber kettle and just raise the legs up so it's a little bit higher. In this case, I went 6 inches higher, and it's one of the simplest mods I've ever done. And it works fantastic. I've also, it's hard to miss the side table that I did build for that. I'll leave the link down below. That's a little bit more difficult. It took me a little bit more time to figure that out. It's kind of a one and done, but it works. And obviously the handles I put on there, the extra 10 probes. There's a probe port somewhere. Oh yeah, right over there. The only thing I didn't put in here was a smoke hole for one of those thermostatically controlled blowers to go in there. And I do have the, I won't be able to use it in this. I do have from Unknown Barbecue, their stainless steel lid hinge. So that works very nice too. So I tell you what, we need to talk more about what the slow roller actually does. And it does some crazy things, and they use some really big words. And let's dig into that a little bit more. All right, let's take a closer look at the slow roller here. I have used this, and I did wash it up real nice just for this video. But it's got this steel insert that's porcelain coated, the enamel coated, same as everything else. And you can flip it upside down. And I've been told that you use it like this if you're not going to put any sort of grease pan in it. And these channels collect the grease, and then there's 4 holes here that it falls down. Now, if you're going to use a pan, and what I've been finding is that I've used a disposable pie tin. Fits pretty nicely. And you put that in here, and then your grease goes into there, and you don't have to worry yet. In fact, you can actually put some water in there too. But that comes off, and then you're looking at the tabs up above here, like right there. That's where your grill grates go. And then here's the slow roller or hyperbolic smoke chamber, as they call it. And this uses some sort of crazy technology. This is also made out of steel, and it's got the same porcelain coating on it. There's a little bit of weight to this. And like I said, there's hints that they're going to sell this separately if it's a 22-inch kettle. And it's pretty cool. If you're wondering what the dimensions are, like I said, it's 22, so it fits. But with the heat deflector on, it's like 16 inches across. So, and the angles here are pretty crazy. Pretty crazy angles on there. And it's supposedly what this is supposed to do is take the smoke and kind of whirl it up above your meat so it hits the meat more than once. I know that sounds like smoke and mirrors, right? But I have cooked on it, and it seems to work. I did a chuck roast on this, and I got one heck of a smoke ring on it. So we're gonna try it on the Weber kettle too. Let's just go to their website, take a closer look at it, because a lot of people are just scratching their heads right now. All right, so it says right here that the hyperbolic smoke chamber insert harnesses the power of a cyclonic airflow technology to control heat and smoke at smoking temperatures. That sounds wild. And like I said, I've used it, and I did get a heck of a smoke ring using it. Now, we'll see how it works on a Weber kettle. All right, so if you Google it, it says, by distributing smoke and heat in rolling, recirculating waves, the slow roller surrounds food in smoke while evenly distributing heat, resulting in enhanced flavor and up to 80% reduction in hot spots. Okay, well, let's give that a whirl, shall we? All right, let's take a look at the setup. I've got the slow roller on the Weber kettle, fits very nicely. I've got a medium vortex turned upside down that I'm going to use. I'm going to say, well, I was thinking about taking 2 charcoal baskets and putting one on either end, but it works just fine like this. in the actual Kettle Joe, so I don't know why that wouldn't work either. So then that'll go on top, and then my grate's on top. I'm gonna put that pie pan in there. And I'll tell you what, why don't you take a look at what we're gonna try in here. All right, showing you how I do this pork roll-up thing. First I got 2 small pork tenderloins that I pounded thin, put a piece of saran wrap on top of it, and then I put a little bit of Zang stir-fry oil, cottonseed, garlic oil on there. I love that stuff. And then season the meat on the inside. So I've got, if you haven't checked out Burn Pit Barbecue, www.burnpitbarbecue.com, they've got some great products. It's veteran owned. And then what we're gonna do is we're just going to put, I got some nice deli pepperoni here. And we're just gonna layer that on like that. And then we're gonna put a little cheese, and then we're gonna put the other piece on top of it, do the same thing, roll it up, wrap it in bacon. Ooh, man. All right, so it's all about the bacon. We've got that all rolled up. And then if you wanna apply some more to the seasoning, I apply it on the back side of our bacon there, on my shoulder there. And I've got my saran wrap on the bottom to help me get my bacon weave going here, to get it rolled on there, and just get over like that. And man, I'll tell you what, that's a thing of beauty right there. So get that on the grill. Oh man. All right, so here's the setup. I've got the Vortex, like I said, flipped over. One fire starter in the middle. I got my B&B in there. Got a couple nice chunks of hickory that I'm gonna put on the outside. I've got our SLO-ROLLER Hyperbolic cooking chamber ready to go. 1 pie tin underneath the grate. And then I've got my pork roll up there with my meter in there. And I'm gonna use my meter to monitor Wi-Fi and keep on going. All right, the meter is still estimating cook time because the temperature's still coming up. I got the target set at 155. I probably should be a little bit lower. 150, and by the time I rest, it should be good. There's a setup right there. I'm wondering what it looks like. It looks like that. So it's yeah, it's kind of a strange thing to see on a Weber kettle. Let's take a look. We do have smoke, which, you know, could have smoke with a regular Weber kettle too. So once again, it's all about seeing what this technology really does. So I'll give you a couple look-sees, more than a few look-sees as we go through, so you can see it as I see it. All right, about 35 minutes into the cook, meter says 222, 94 internal. Right there, that shows not quite 200. The other probe on this side shows closer to that 220 that it's talking about. That's almost on. A lot of smoke rolling out of there. Take a quick look here. A little color on there. And it's definitely smoking. There's a lot of moisture in there. I don't know if that's all coming from that pie pan. Maybe I shouldn't have used it. But you can see some of it is even leaking out onto the ground. So it's rolling up, and then the moisture's coming back over. It could be from that pie pan with the water in it. I'm guessing though. All right, so we're almost 2 hours in. You see there's our graph. And well, obviously the food temp is coming up real nice. And there's our graph on the temp. And we've got it dialed in here. It says it's reading about 243, but that's at the meter. So at this level, it says 225. And on this side, it's closer to that 243. What I did do was I took the bottom vent, went to 1/4, then opened up the top vent all the way to try and get some of that moisture out of there. And as you can see, I got just a little bit of dripping, but not as much as I had. Take a quick look here. It would be unfair if we didn't, right? Oh yeah, look at that. Really nice color. We're getting close to getting done here. I did readjust the temp, the final temp to 250, and we are we're at 140. So we got 10 degrees to go. All right, we're just about there. It says 5 minutes. We can probably pull it at any time here, because we are gonna wrap it for a little bit. Let it sit for about 10 minutes. You know, like I said before, I opened up this top vent almost all the way to keep that smoke rolling, get some of that moisture out of there. And the dripping has stopped. It cleaned it off. The bottom vent is still set at 1/4. Top vent's open. Take a look. Oh man, that does look good. So we're gonna be pulling that off. We're gonna wrap it, give you a look. See, what I'm probably going to do when I'm done, though, I'll take it off, is I'm going to open up the bottom vent all the way and just see how hot this thing can get. Because they claim, I mean, the Kettle Joe temp gauge goes up to 900 degrees. So let's see how hot we can get. I mean, my temp gauge over here only goes to 550. So let's see how hot it'll get. All right, been resting about 10 minutes. So take a look. Folks, if you've never tried one of these, remember, if I can do it, so can you. Oh man, look at that. You can see all the pepperoni in there, cheese in there. Man, I'll tell you what, let's take a slice here. You make sandwiches out of this. Instead of putting burgers, you could put these on some little rolls, or that's pretty. That's just nicely done. And it's so easy to do. Get all the goodness out of there. I gotta take just a little taste test here from the inside. Oh, they're juicy. Wow, that's good. Really good. Folks, hope you enjoyed this. So does slow roller work? Is it an accessory you have to have for your Weber kettle? Well, I cooked that just fine, but that doesn't mean you couldn't do this without the slow roller, right? So there'll be more videos coming out on this. And I'm sure a lot of other people are going to weigh in and give their thoughts. In fact, give your thoughts in the comments. And thumbs up, you know, don't forget to subscribe. And as always, folks, I really can't say it enough. I really appreciate you watching.